Life is full of critics and very few champions. And all of us kind of get to make a choice about which one we want to be. Do we want to be critics or champions? And I think when it comes to God's kingdom and what He's up to, He's inviting us into His family to be co-heirs with Christ and co-laborers with Christ, to be called according to His purposes, to do the good works that He's prepared in advance for us to do. And I think that that makes us champions with Christ, that we begin to champion His cause, His kingdom, His will to save the entire world. But if we're not champions, then we fall into the critics category. There's all kinds of critics out there because there's all kinds of things that are wrong or maybe not the way they should be or maybe not the way we hoped or they could be. And we can sit back on the sidelines and point a finger and criticize. But what does that ever accomplish? It does very little except maybe put us in a position where we're just pointing a finger and really doing nothing. I remember playing high school football, and my senior year, our offense wasn't very good. I was playing defense, and our defense was pretty solid. We were one of the top 3 defenses in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But our offense really struggled. They had a number of injuries, and some things happened to where we weren't really playing at our full ability. And we were in this one game, and there were lots of critics. The fans were complaining about the play calling and about how our offense was being run and about the coaches. But on the team, nobody was criticizing because we were working together. And I remember one of the other defensive players, he actually said to me, honest question, we're on the sideline watching our offense struggle, waiting to go out to play defense. And he says to me, but why don't we just punt on first down so we don't lose yards? And I remember kind of trying to explain to him, well, okay, because we're going to try. We're going to try to get yards. We're going to try to score. But in his mind, it was like, what can we do? We're not on the offense, but as the defense, like how could we help? Maybe we could just punt on first down. We can get on the field, and maybe we can help. Maybe we can score. And he wasn't being critical. He wasn't diminishing, but he's saying, I want to help. I want to be a champion. And so as you process and think through, challenging times and challenging circumstances and maybe decisions that you don't necessarily understand or have to even agree with, well, what can you do? It's easy to kind of sit back and go, well, that's not right, or we do this different, or to think about the things that we can't do. But a champion says, well, wait a minute, what can I do? How can I help? Where can I encourage? Where can I add energy? Where can I invest? And you see, that's the thing. Investors are champions. They get in. They get after it. They're seeking the best. And you know what? The thing about investors, too, is their voices are heard. They speak and they speak in love, and they speak as ones who are lifting others up and saying, what can we do to help, and how can we be a part of this? And so I just encourage you, as part of God's kingdom, what He's up to, get in there. Get in the game. Be an investor. Be a champion. Be about what God is up to. Yeah, we know, all of us know, the world is not the way it should or even could be. But God has put His church, you and me, us, here, in this time, in this place, to be His champions, to champion His kingdom and His righteousness and His will to save the world. So let's champion that together, and let's get after it. Let's go, church.